Hey everyone, welcome back. Our next guest is a visual artist from New York who decided to create some artwork during the pandemic entitled COVID Eyes. So COVID Eyes pays homage to the hardworking first responders during the pandemic. And joining us to tell us more about his developing art series, we welcome artist Ernesto Camacho. Hi, Ernesto.
How are you, Rhina? How's everything going?
I'm good. I mean, considering the circumstances, but I must say it's always quite lovely to just revisit certain guests who have been on our show on various occasions in studio and then get a sense of how they're living, right? Because our homes have become our backdrops.
Absolutely.
And
Our little nooks.
yeah, well, and I didn't expect anything less than to see visual arts and art supplies, which is everything that we're seeing in your background. But what's lovely is this new art series that you've developed. I mean, we've known you to always pretty much focus more on ballet dancers, and I know you had something that you did with the Bronx Brewery, and the fact that you've chosen to just dive into the essence of what first responders may look like from the perspective of either being in the hospital or being at your last days is really quite lovely. And I would love for you to share with us what I guess has been your driving force in just the details of the images that we're going to be looking at.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have a lot of friends who are first responders, and you don't appreciate what you have until things like this happen. And when COVID, hit home and you began hearing their stories, it's like, wow, they're in a world, we're suffering in one way, but they see things every single day that's they're bringing home and will forever change their lives.
Right, right. I mean, they're there. They're actually in the presence of these people who unfortunately did not make it through. And I know I read somewhere that one of the things that you really wanted to convey in the eyes of this series is that some of these people were the last people the ones who transitioned saw. Those were the last eyes and or the last person that was by their bedsides because of the unfortunate situation of people not being able to be with their loved ones as they transitioned on.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what struck me. A group of us met with a lot of these friends of ours, and when they told us their stories, that's the one thing that hit us was their eyes. As soon as you saw their eyes said the whole story. And if I talk too much, we're gonna get. But that's what motivated me. Is like I got to do something. And then a friend of mine, his mother works at Albert Einstein, and she's the secretary to the head nurse in the ER. And the New York Times made a video called "Heartache in the Hot Zone." Once I saw that, that was it. I gotta go to the canvas and start putting this, so that people could see it.
So um, these paintings are going to really have a long life from this day on, from the time that you've created them. Before we go, I just want to share with our audience. I know you have two in the making. You're creating a series. Like, what are you hoping to create in a storyline and or a message that is documenting this particular time period?
Yeah, sometimes because of these situations that we're under right now, we focus on ourselves so much, but we're a community, and the people who are taking care of us, who are there, yeah, they get paid as their job, but they're humans and they hurt and they're giving of themselves to a point where when we're not there, they're the ones who our loved ones are seeing for the last time sometimes.
And so this is your way of saying thank you to them?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you We notice you. We know what's going on. Uh, just please be there for us, and because there's so many types of different responders, first responders. So at the end of the day, we want to just let them know thank you, and we feel your pain as well.
That's beautiful. That's wonderful. And thank you for bringing it here on our show, Ernesto. So where do you foresee this exhibition going up, or am I moving too quick?
I just started this about 2 weeks ago, and I'm so happy that you and Lindsay, brought it up because I don't know where it's going to go. I hope that maybe it's exhibited somewhere that people could benefit. It would be nice if someone could finance like making prints of these to benefit their families or what have you.
Yeah.
So I'm open
Well,
to suggestions.
Well, I'm glad you brought it here, and I'm going to leave everyone with this as we end this segment. I think it's a wonderful concept to live in the hospitals, so that they themselves can acknowledge themselves and how they're perceived from the eyes of an artist who's reaching into their souls, because that's what your images convey, is the soul that lives within each individual. And
Correct.
thank you for bringing it here. And I look forward to the whole collection. So we'll probably have to have you on when you're done with that, however many that may be.
I'll keep you posted.
Awesome. Thanks for being with us, Ernesto. All right, don't go anywhere. All right, you guys, once again, for more on Ernesto Camacho's artwork, you can visit ErnestoCamacho.com. All right, don't go anywhere because Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.